You ever think about how like gambling is taking the world by storm?
And the best part, it's beatable.
Are you talking about counting cards?
No, I'm talking about getting very, very rich.
Hey, yo, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So, like, gambling's weird now. Like, to see it, like, come back after at least just growing up with all the stories of why you shouldn't probably be doing it. Everyone screaming about their parlays. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not one of those things that I'm, like, interested in. Like, I just can't find myself to care, but I do see the thrill in it. And with the anime that I'm about to talk about, you definitely will see the thrill in it too. I'm sure you could guess I'm talking about kakegurui, and this is me just talking about the season 1. This is a fever dream of an anime. We have our main character who is a compulsive gambler. That's literally in the title. And it's about her journey through this school that hosts rankings through its gambling exploits. And it's an anime that is filled with drama. It's filled with intrigue. And to be honest with you, it's really entertaining. It's like battle shonen, but like with will I or won't I moments within the story. It's more entertaining than I thought it would be. Personally, I didn't necessarily know if I would be entertained by this anime, but I was thoroughly wrong as usual. But regardless of that, this is written by and illustrated by, I'm going to put that on the screen. This is a fun anime where our main character is pretty much a loser, because this guy is the main character. Don't be confused. This is the main guy, but like everyone else just steals the show. And I think he's just a part. I think he's a self-insert more than anything. Like our misunderstanding of what's going on, the connections between cheating and the characters that we meet within this story. And Jubame-san is incredible, and I totally get that obsessive nature when they genuinely enjoy something. She totally embodies you can never beat someone who's having fun while you are just simply working hard. This anime is filled with a lot of desperate moments from many desperate characters. And you know what's funny? Seeing gambling in anime felt so different than in real life. And I'm gonna tell you why. There's like 3 main reasons that I brought myself to. That was like, I don't think I would judge her if she was like my friend in like real life. But I would judge the rest of you because like gambling's not this sexy. Please know that.
不人に対して抗えない人間の性質は一生そのまま。それこそ一生家畜ですよ。今後一生神戸を垂れて生きるのですか？つぼみ！さっさと降りろ！
First and foremost, the risk is always expressed. When you think about gambling in like real life, what they don't tell you is how much time it takes from you. What they don't tell you is how much of your efforts and money it takes from you. And also, one thing this anime exposes about gambling is it always has to go higher. The risks, the rewards, dangling that carrot with a stick. And that also means if you fail to win, you definitely get hit harder, which you see in the anime as various other characters hit rock bottom, and like you would have thought the stock market crashed. And I think that's what makes it entertaining, is because this is just a tiny scale that totally grows as we start talking about like CEOs, stocks, companies, exorbitant amount of money that most of us may never touch. But in this anime, they keep it all pretty much controlled because, once again, these are just students. Now, a highly powerful academy that is like pushing towards the future leaders of the societies that like matter in like Japan. But just remember, these are pretty much kids. But with all that being said, the games get crazier. Death is even offered up, which I was just like, okay, now we're doing the real gambling. That leads me towards my second reasoning why gambling is just so much sexier than in like real life. Along with the risk being present, the slow descent of gambling becomes also a high. See, when you gamble compulsively or you take part in the activity, you realize that it is now a column of wins and losses. And when you have many wins and losses within this story, you realize they all travel towards that path. And some of that path is in ruin, and some of that path is in fortune. Everyone has their day. Do know that. Now, our main adversaries, the student council, seem to win more often than others. Now, for reasons that I'm definitely going to get into towards the later half of the video, the anime shows what happens. It has a pet system, yes, where people become pets because of their exorbitant amount of debt that literally shifts the nature of who they are. They become property. And in real life, that really happens. Debt is accumulative. It is struggle based. Even countries have national debt for some sort of reason that I couldn't tell you with my 28-year-old brain, because me don't know everything about the world and I'm trying to figure it out myself, you know? Now, finally, back to that reasoning that I talked about when we talk about the student council. The student council is the leaders of the school, obviously. And there's something way sexier in this anime how they describe it, and that's cheating. Now, allegedly, most gambling houses in real life and various other places are filled with cheating. There is a nominal amount of efforts put in place for the house to always win. And within this anime, most of those moves are exposed through these moments that sometimes you couldn't pick up on. I would rewatch episodes and try to be like, can I figure out if they're cheating? And it wasn't always obvious, which I wish, if like, I'm probably gonna watch the second season. If they do that, I want the cheating to be obvious. It doesn't have to be noted, but I want it to be something that if you're really paying attention, you would be able to appreciate it. Those animes where like you watch it with a more keener eye, you get a more full story to what's going on. Some of the cheating was just out of sight, out of mind, and then the review would kind of shock you, but it kind of felt boring. Like I like my cheating to be like up front, so then I could see if my eye would actually be able to pay attention to the sleights of hand or some of the gestures that were like visible for me. I don't know. It just would make it more of a game of like my understanding. But cheating is throughout this entire anime, and the difference between there and real life is it's at least a little bit more inventive. The house doesn't feel like it's automatically always going to win, and there are reversals. There are ways to get through it. But at least in this anime, it feels as though there's a bit more agency. But in real life, there really isn't any, agency. Like, you're either there for the funsies or you're there to like lose your life and get a little bit of winnings. There are stories of people winning, but you know how far and few those can be. The anime is not glorifying betting. And if it is, let me be the first one to tell you, don't sell your money away doing that. It only works in certain instances, very few and far between. Do not love gambling because it's now legal, which is so crazy to me. Like, it makes me sound so old, but like, I remember when gambling was not talked about. And don't even get me started on sports gambling. How is that not a conflict of interest? One thing you should understand about gambling is the system is rigged for the richer to get richer and the poor to get so much more poorer. Do understand that about gambling. And I know that's not the most fun thing to tell you, but stick to watching it in anime. Do it meagerly if you want a little high. Like, I've gone to a casino too. Unfortunately, I just don't have the like bug that makes you like addicted to certain things other people get addicted to. Like, I have my own vices, but gambling just ain't one of them, twin. So take care of yourself. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you so freaking much. Have a great day. And also, I'll see you in the next one.